Hey guys, welcome back to more Stardew Valley Road to Riches. Hey Seth, how's your evening going? Alright, it should be a pretty chill week. We're not doing any mining, we're just gonna focus on getting gold. Hi Arda, how's your day going? Also, correct me, all of you, if I mispronounce your names. I'm not good with speaking. Alright, get some espresso going, we got some chores to do. Give me my thing. Thank you. But we're not going to worry about mining this week. We're just going to worry about getting some gold smelted up because we need a bunch of gold bars anyways. Okay, nothing down there is ready. I need to get this tuna out of my inventory. And I should probably get the bait out of my inventory too. Okay, so tonight we've got the Moonlight Jellies event. Let me go ahead. Did I not put the tuna out of my inventory? No, I did not. Oh gosh. That is either late in the day or early in the morning, depending on how you look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff smelting before I take care of the reserve jars. But good Lord Almighty, I'm hoping to be like fast asleep before... Oh wait, I need to remember to take these to the desert. I'm hoping to be like fast asleep before 3 a.m. today. That did not necessarily work out for me yesterday, but you know. Life happens. You know, that sounds about right, because there's a guy that usually joins my stream who's from Turkey, and it's usually about 2 or 3 in the morning whenever he joins. He doesn't get to join very often because it's so early over there. No, we're in this one now, right? Yeah. Alright, we're letting their food wind down so I can start harvesting some of this grass. I've been letting it take over all year. The old man is already yelling at me for no reason. We're gonna do strawberries just because I need to wear these down some. Also, I just thought about something. I don't know that I actually will get to go to bed before 3 a.m. because we've already decided we're going back over to the house to work tonight. I'm actually running like 15 minutes late. Oh, have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. But we were trying to get door frames on before we realized it was already 6 and we needed to head back over here. And no, you can't eat the strawberry. Hold on. I have a story about strawberries I will circle back to in just a second, but we were doing like a numbering system for everything that we took off the walls because we're repurposing trim, door frames, all that good stuff because they're in good condition. They just need to be cleaned and repainted. But we forgot to do a numbering system for the door frames. So, we're having issues with the two bigger doors not lining up, because it's like such a small fraction of a difference, but it throws off everything for the door frame. So I'm pretty sure we're at the point where we're just gonna say fuck it. And just like make it work however we can. It's not like it'll be the end of the world. Athena, why are you whining? Oh yeah, that reminds me, strawberry story. I picked up these little like strawberry and frozen yogurt cups at the store. It's just like little frozen chunks of Greek yogurt and chopped up strawberries and raspberries. So like instead of ice cream you have frozen fruit and Greek yogurt. It's really, really good. But I didn't get most of my strawberry pieces because a certain little doggy apparently loves frozen strawberry. Which shouldn't be too surprising to me because she loves most fruit. Honestly, she likes most fruit and vegetables in general. She's not too crazy about mushrooms, but I think that might just be a texture thing for her. She likes crunchy. Hey Megs! How's your day been? So yeah, she was sitting there begging me for frozen strawberry chunks the entire time I was eating it. So I think I might have gotten like 2 of the little frozen strawberry chunks out of the whole cup. What's wrong? Ma'am? Your ball is right there. Ball? Are we doing this again? Are you scared of a cat? Are you scared of a cat? Is that what it is? The cat's not gonna get you. Leave the cat alone and he won't get you. You were purposely going out of your way to antagonize Blackie, aren't you? Athena. He is an old man. He does not have time for your shit. I know you want to play, but the cats don't want to play with you. Oh, hey, what you eating? Athena, what's wrong? Ma'am. Ma'am, leave the cats alone, please. You're being a menace. You are. You're being a menace. The cats don't want to be your friend right now. You have too much puppy energy. The cats don't do well with puppy energy. Except for Jojo. And she's not under the bed. She's literally right there on the bed. Hey, Dive. Hi, Taha. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? I've got a certain little doggy who is, she's being something else today. Like, Drew and I have honestly contemplated getting a puppy for our dog. Because she doesn't always want to play with us. She wants to play with other animals. But the cats don't want to play with her, except for Jojo. But she still hasn't figured out that Jojo wants to play with her, and she's not one of the other cats. So, you know. Oh, let me actually focus, Athena. Why'd you throw that? Good catch! Okay. Get those put up. We can go ahead and run to the desert. I'm going to do another double check to make sure we don't have any more jade ready to go. And then we'll probably just spend the rest of the day fishing. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty chill day. I'm going to change this out, make some more gold bars. That's the main thing I want to focus on is smelting gold. And then we can worry about the iridium whenever we do our double minings next week. Okay. No more jade going through. Let's head over to the desert and then... Do I have... Yeah, I've got plenty of bait. So we'll go to the desert first. Get these guys changed out. First things first. Hello, camel. Alright, we're gonna have to buy some more stone from Robin. Honestly, I might as well go ahead and do that right now while I'm thinking about it. So, real quick, I'm gonna pop over to Robin's. And actually, we can just fish over at the mountain whenever I get through buying stone. Hey, Louise. I'm doing good. How's your day going? Alright, just gonna buy a bunch of this. Make some staircases. We don't need them for this week. So I'm probably just gonna make, I don't know, about 100. That should be enough. And then we'll get our jade supply in next week, and that should put us over 200, which would be enough for 2 mining trips. Alright, let's see how many that does us. 50. Alright, I'll do a few more. So 5 stacks was 50 of them. So I'll do another 4 and some odd stacks because we had 45 stones left, so... Well, I guess I'm doing a full stack because I wasn't really paying attention. That's fine. No biggie. Extra stones just means extra stones. We can throw them in the chest for making crystallariums at the very least. Alright, let's just do a little fishing. Might as well take advantage of the fact that we changed our fishing skill to the one that gives us more money for fishing, or selling fish. Because honestly, the crab pots, they were an idea. I don't know how well they worked. They probably would have worked better if I actually did anything with them. Like, definitely would have worked better if I actually did anything with them, but... You know. I'm not exactly known for remembering or sticking with things. Alright, that one just didn't want to move at all. Just a heads up, we may or may not have some internet issues. We had a thunderstorm earlier, and we've got rain for the next 3 days. We were lucky to not have the internet cut out, but I did notice that it was a little PowerPoint presentation-y at a couple of points during this afternoon stream. So we may have to worry about that, but if it does go out, I'll get it back up as soon as I can. You guys know the drill. But I will say, aside from the internet not wanting to work... Oh, come on then. Stay with me. Aside from the internet not wanting to work, I kind of like rainy day. You know what? You just go do whatever you want to do, fish. I'm gonna talk. And I don't have the concentration to do both at the moment. But it was just the right kind of stormy where I wasn't like worried that we were gonna have any kind of bad weather. Like I wasn't worried about tornadoes coming in. So it was the right kind of weather for chilling. I finally got a set of curtains set up in the living room at the other house just to see like what length exactly we were looking at and how well they'll look like against the wall paint or the color of the paint that we chose. And if you ignore the fact that I don't have the ceiling molding on, it actually looks like we're done. It looks like we're done. We've still got to finish a few things, and the ceiling mold I'm not too worried about, because that's one of those things that we can just, like, we can put up at any time, you know? That one's not a high priority. Um, let's see. What is the word for snail? Not gonna lie, I'm just staring at this little snail in the crab pot. I will say I've downloaded Duolingo and I've started working on trying to learn Portuguese. I'm just learning little bits here and there. I am nowhere near ready to have a conversation in Portuguese, and I definitely need a refresher course on the stuff I've already learned. Like the little bit I've already learned. But at the very least, it's kind of helping me with some of the pronunciations. I was very proud of myself, though. I guess I should say I'm not proud of myself. I was proud of you, Lesma. Oh, but yeah, I was proud because I already knew two of the words thanks to you. Ciao and oi. I really need to start studying it like I used to study in school, like writing down notes and stuff, because I did that when I was trying to learn Japanese before, and it helped me with some of the katakana and hiragana. I think mainly the hiragana, because the katakana was a little bit... Hold on, I might be getting myself confused. One of them is more angular than the other one, and it's the one that was less angular. It might have... I don't know. I can't remember. I was doing good at the time when I was actually trying to study it, but that's been a minute. I took a break, and now my brain doesn't remember. But it helped when I was just learning those, instead of just, like, playing it like I would a game on an app. Tudo bem? Tudo bem was one of the ones in my lesson from today on Duolingo, and I'm not gonna lie, I've already forgotten that one, Tudo bem. Hello, Athena. I remember Terra as Earth. Golfinha is Dolphin. Bolinha is Little Ball. Uh, Porta. What is Porta? Like I said, my brain is not good. My memory is not good, I should say. Brain is fine. Memory is not fine. This is the reason I have so many notebooks everywhere, is because I really do forget that easily. It was easier back when I was, uh, like 15, 16. But it's gotten steadily worse the older I get. Then again, it could also be that, like, I'll remember the information, just not when it's being presented to me. Hold on, I should remember that portal. A door is a portal into another room. I should remember that one from now on. Porta. Athena, what are you doing? Okay. I have a couple of pillows that I've, like, laid beside like on the floor on my side of the bed, because that's where Blackie likes to sleep a lot of the times if he doesn't want to be in the bed or under the bed. He'll just sleep on the pillows. And I've also got, like, an old one of those large teddy bears. Oh wait, the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. Um I've got one of those down on the floor too, just because it fell off the bed. And Athena's just laying on it. Athena, are you whining at the cat again? Okay, let's drink some espresso. And I think we can get down to the dance. Because I do enjoy that festival. It's just very chill. But no, I need to start actually studying properly if I want to actually learn the language. Because I'm treating it a lot how I did when I was learning Spanish back in high school and I was distracted by my friends. Like, I had notes and I studied, but I didn't spend my time actually focused. We're going to go this way first, because we've got to come back to the main dock anyways to start the event. I'll just sneak up when the jellies arrive. I don't want to bother anyone. The Moonlight Jellies are my old friends. They come to the island every year, too. I've got a couple of spare books, because whenever the back-to-school supplies goes on sale, I'll purchase up some of the little spiral notebooks. It's kind of cold, actually. I guess fall is right around the corner. It's tomorrow, dear. So I'll just, whenever I do that, I'll dedicate one for learning language. It's past my bedtime. Oh wait, she had another thing to say. Hey, did you see that candle boat? I crafted it myself. The Moonlight Jelly, what a remarkable species. We're very lucky that they stop here on their long journey south. Oh wait. You would think the amount of times I have had this in... Their dialogue does not change. You would think by now I would remember that they've got more than one thing. But no, it's unknown why they are attracted to light. Very curious. We've been making jokes about Jojo being a moth disguised as a cat, because she just stares up at the ceiling light. Hey, I'm paying my respects to another bygone summer. But I think what it is, she's staring up at actual moths at the ceiling. Well, summer's over. To be honest, I'll be happy to say goodbye to these blasted mosquitoes. Dude, I got devoured by so many mosquitoes the other day. It's ridiculous. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You think I'm too old to enjoy something like this? Nobody said anything about that, George? I remember seeing the jellies once as a little girl. Oh, how I jumped with joy when they arrived. But that was long ago, and I am a lot less energetic now. Oh god, our kids are here too. No, the whole town's gonna see what I put on them. Make sure to swing by the shop tomorrow to get your fall seeds. Pierre, I don't fuck with seeds. I just do ancient fruit crops. These candles are romantic, aren't they? Sure. Alright, and he's not selling anything that I want or can't get for free. Don't tell Gus, but I'm a little disappointed there's no buffet tonight. Moonlight jellies, I wonder how they taste. I would never try it, of course. Gus, that's suspicious. Life is so easy for a jellyfish, just letting the wave carry you around. Wow, I can't read. Life is so easy for a jellyfish, just letting the waves carry you onward forever. I feel like I always misread her line. I want to see the rare green jelly. I'm sure you'll see at least a couple. I thought I saw something moving in there. Something big. Something dark. Just trying to scare you. Such a rare and exciting thing. I wonder if they're poisonous. Maybe I shouldn't push Sebastian in the water after all. I'm worried that it's been how many years and you're still contemplating whether or not you should push Sebastian into the ocean during a mass jellyfish migration. I should have brought my camera. I always forget. Maybe Haley is actually the best wife for me, because she's forgetful. I can't believe summer's over. I feel like it just started. That's a heavy load of people for an ancient wooden dock. I'll stay over here near the beach. The jellyfish were here a year ago. They'll be back again a year from now. Nature is amazing. I hope there are babies this year. See, our kids are the prime example of why you shouldn't drink espresso while pregnant. Because look at them motherfuckers flipping around. Like, hold on. They're gonna stand still now that I pointed it out, aren't they? Oh, yeah. They're just so speedy. Like, compared to Vincent, just barely moving. Our kids are just zipping and zapping around. Oh, and I skipped past what Jazz said, but that's fine. She just wanted to see baby jellies. Most night fish would be scared of the light. These are strange ones. Good evening, Jojo. I hope you find some time to relax before the harvest season. There, I just saw something glowing. Oh, it's gone. Look out there at the endless sea. Deep underwater, all kinds of life forms are moving around in the dark. Eerie, isn't it? Yes, it is. I have a fear of deep water. I wore my special shoes tonight. No one noticed. It's nighttime, Clint. If we keep polluting the oceans, the jellies will surely go extinct. It's already in the process of happening. What a shame. We have no respect for nature anymore. And finally, Lewis. Good evening, Jojo. The moonlight jellies are close. I already saw one glowing in the distance. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the docks and say hello. Midjourney? What's that? Let's see. Should we launch the boat now? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, you know, I should really remove the crab pots. For events, especially. No, but Drew was playing around with something like that earlier. I don't remember what he made. I've actually never played around with that myself. Oh, and there's the green jelly and the baby jellies that the kiddos were asking about. This is just such a chill festival. I mean, it would be chill if our kiddos would stop zooming around in the background, but, you know. Oh god, they fused. Okay, thank god, they separated again. The glow of summer has faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry onward to the great unknown. Toward the great unknown. I can't read. Okay, let's sell these fishies. Because I don't really need any of them. We're just fishing for fun. And I think we can get another batch of gold smelted before we go to bed. Oh, and these guys are ready. Hold on, I can run these to... Hold on. Put that there. Alright. Let me focus on actually doing one thing at a time. Change these out, and then we'll go exchange our jade again. Although I guess at this point it doesn't really matter if we exchange it, because we can just hold on to it until next time. Let me grab this one. You know what? We're just gonna hold on to it until next week. I'll put these up in the morning. Hold on. Let me pet the cat. Thank you. It makes me happy to pet the cat. Alright, and this should be just our jellies with some fish. Honestly, not bad. Alright, our pineapples are ready to go today, so we need to harvest them. We're getting pretty close to needing to refill our triple shot, and I'm definitely going to need to get some more salad before we go back to the mines next week. I might have to buy a few cases of pumpkin ale to celebrate the season. Actually, it really is getting close to that time of the year, and I've got one of these guys ready to go. But once autumn hits, they start selling their Oktoberfests and stuff around here. And it's getting pretty close to that time of the year, because they usually order them like earlier in the season. But we usually get at least one of the 6-packs and make chili with it every year. What did I sell? What did I sell, guys? Because that's my ancient fruit wine. Well, what did I sell? It should still be right here. Okay, just the cactus. That's fine. Okay. Jeez Louise. Anyway, something about today's weather made me start thinking about fall. It is legitimately my favorite time of the year. Okay, our kegs are ready to go, so before we tend to them, I'm gonna go ahead and change out a few things. For one, we've got ancient fruit in here that's ready to go. We've got ancient fruit in the field that's ready to go. We've got our furnaces to fill up. And since I would rather use ancient fruit for our wine, we're gonna harvest all that we can. Welcome back! You have missed nothing except for the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. But that's fine, we see those every year. I think the only year we missed was maybe last year? Maybe? Hi, Tyler. Hi! Can you not put your claw in my leg? That hurts so much. He is the sweetest cat in the world, but his claws hurt like hell. are you still bugging cats under the bed? You are, aren't you? If you find any golden coconuts, you can get them cracked open at Clint's, and you can find a mango sapling and a banana sapling there, or you can complete some of the quests for Professor Snail, if you've got him unlocked already. Athena, dearest, the cats don't want to be your friend right now, okay? I know you want to be their friend, but I'm sorry. You have too much energy for them. Joja will play with you. Although she might be asleep. She was looking pretty sleepy a minute ago. Which makes sense, because she was acting crazy all night. Oh yeah, it's Sunday. Go get some sleep, my dude. Thanks for hanging out for a minute. Athena, what's wrong? Did you get yourself stuck and can't get back out? Come on. Come on. No, you don't need the cat. You also don't have any toys over there, I promise you. You don't. Tyler, be nice. Yeah, I saw you. There's like a 50-50 chance that Tyler's going to rub up against Athena or smack her, and I don't like those odds. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna see what Athena's on about. I'm pretty sure she's just bored and fighting it. Or not bored, but tired and fighting it. Ma'am? Ma'am? Yeah, she's just getting into stuff now. Whenever you see a coconut tree or a palm tree on the island, give it a shake and you have a chance of a golden coconut falling out of it. No, ma'am, there's nothing over there. We already checked it. The only thing over there is the cat. And he does not want any of your bullshit right now. You know it? I promise, he doesn't. Alright, let's get these all harvested. I might as well go ahead and grab those batteries, too. Just to clear them out. And I think we'll pop over to the island, too. I don't know that anything over there aside from the honey is going to be ready, but honestly, we might as well check that and our quest for the week, so we'll check over there first. And then when we get back, I'll check the town. Okay. To the island. Go ahead and get that taken care of. Then we'll come back and take care of the kegs, because they're not super high priority. They're not going anywhere. Oh, I need to remember one of the things I wanted to do this week was go change out our Omni Geodes for treasure troves, or artifact troves rather. See if we can get any goodies. Oh, but yeah, if you see a... I think they have to have a coconut on them, and none of these have a coconut on them right now. But if you see a palm tree with a coconut on it, give it a shake. You'll get the coconut, and you have a chance to get a golden coconut as well. And then you just take those over to Clint and crack them open. I think the first one you get gives you golden walnuts. But I'm not 100% on that, because we've been over the whole I have a bad memory thing. And since this is newer content, I'm not as familiar with it as I am other aspects of the game. Hey, Skadoosh. How's your day going? Also, thank you. Let's get these harvested and then we can get the honey going. Go see what Mr. Key has planned for us. Go see what whoever in the town has planned for us. If we're lucky, it's just Demetrius asking for us to catch 20 random fish. Because that's already kind of in line with what we're going to do anyways. There we go. Alright, honey next. I sometimes ask myself why I still put up with gathering the honey. Because the way everything's placed, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But 300,000 gold. That's why. Athena's just behind me huffing. The option to go to sleep is always there, Athena. You're sleepy. She was already in the middle of a nap whenever we got home. And we woke her up from it kind of suddenly. So I think she needs to finish that nap. Oh, give me that. Thank you. Alright, it is 12:30. Oh, might as well say 1 o'clock. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any more coconut trees I might have around here to give you an example, but I think I got rid of all the ones that I had on this side of the farm to put the beehives down on. Yeah, I 100% did. I got rid of all of my coconut trees. Palm trees. Palm trees. Actually, now I'm double checking double guessing myself on this. Because not all palm trees produce coconuts, but all coconuts come from palm trees, right? I am second guessing myself on this so hard. This farm we have... Actually, that's a really good question. Hold on, I got you. I wasn't paying attention whenever I came into the game. We have quite a few hours in it. Bear with me 1 second, I've rewound. Oh, I can already tell we're not taking any of Mr. Key's quests this week. 100,000 gold worth of freshly cooked items or Skull Cavern with powerful monsters. Neither of those sounds like fun to me. Not this week. This week's supposed to be chill. And yeah, I don't think it's a very high percentage to get the golden coconuts. We have 250 hours as of the beginning of this stream on this farm. Okay, so we're just gonna ignore those. Head back home real quick. Alright, honey in the bin. I'll put these up and... Wait. Get in there. We're gonna run to town really quick. How much more time do I have left? Oh, we've got over 2 minutes left. Okay. Alright, let's see if the townsfolk have any requests for me. Midnight Carp exclusive or ship 100 pineapples. I mean, we could do this quest very easily. We could actually get it done next week whenever all of our pineapples are ready to go. Because we just harvested them. And part of this quest is you have to harvest the 100 too. But I think we might actually have a decent chance of getting Midnight Carp, so we'll try that one. But I want to say the golden coconut chances might be pretty similar to the chances you get of getting, like... maybe getting a hazelnut from one of the trees. Because you do have a chance during fall. Maybe I can't do it on trees I have... I might not be able to do it on trees I have tappers on. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay, never mind. I can't demonstrate because I don't have trees that don't have tappers on them. And I just don't have any reason to remove the tappers for that. Okay. That's probably overkill for the amount of kegs we have, but that's fine. Go ahead and do this, and then after we get done with this, we're going to go ahead and start on Demetrius's quest. He wants Midnight Carp. I think we go to the island and fish off the island farm. You fish into that little river, there's a pretty decent chance of Midnight Carp. We could also fish with regular bait just at the mountains at night. I know it's chilly here, and the reason is because we had that rain earlier. Like, it's still muggy, but it's significantly cooler. Like, that's also probably why I'm thinking of, like, just the rainy season bringing in cooler temperatures is probably why I'm thinking of fall. Okay, get all of these changed out. We might be almost due for... I was going to say we might be almost due for our casks to be ready, but I don't know. We might have to wait until winter for that. I don't remember when we changed them out originally. Ah, that could be it then. The storm's bringing cooler temperatures. We've got it scheduled for the next 3 days, and my sweet potatoes are already sitting underwater from today's rain. I'm sure they'll be fine. They're pretty hardy, but I guarantee my banana plants are jealous. Those guys love water. And almost done. There we go. Those are all done. Shoot, I should have held off on filling 2 of those, because I had that whole idea to get rid of 2 of each indicator jar or container. Oh yeah, I have a garden. It's not doing the greatest. I'm still learning. But I've got apple trees, a peach tree, a plum tree, 2 pear trees, a fig tree, a lemon tree, a pine, a, a lime tree, 2 banana trees that may have sister buddings growing down at the bottom. So possibly more banana trees next year. We'll have to see. Whenever we cut them back in winter, we can get an idea of if there's any sisters growing on it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the technical term whenever there's, like, buddings growing off of the banana tree is sisters. But again, I'm still a novice. I've got lemon cucumbers growing, and they are actually looking really pretty. Like, the leaves look healthy and good. I should knock on wood. Because, like I said, our stuff didn't do so good this year. Our cucumbers in particular did not do good this year. And Athena thinks somebody's at the door now, because I knocked on wood. I've got a red and a pink hibiscus plant, or plants, that look pretty good. The pink one's blooming. The red one's not blooming as much. I've also got a pink lemonade blueberry plant that's looking pretty good. We had 2 other blueberry plants, but they didn't make it. Hold on, let me... You know, I was gonna pop over to the island, and I'm over here now, so we're just gonna stay over here. It's fine. This is fine. I've got 2 grapevines that look like they could definitely use a bigger pot, but, you know. See, that's the thing is I wanted to have a bunch of fruit plants as, like, instead of getting, like, rose bushes or something like that, or a whole bunch of, like, lilies growing in my garden or something, I wanted to have just, like, fruit bushes around the house. Apples and bananas? I've had to listen to that so many times because of my niece. We're actually growing the pear tree, the 2 pear trees for my niece. Because I'm not a pear person. I do not like pears. I can eat them if I have to, if we need to use them up. I can always cook them down with some apples and make a pie, or puree them with some apples and make applesauce or apple and pear sauce. I can find a way to eat them. Drew eats them, but it's not his favorite fruit. But my niece is in love with pears, so we've already got plans on giving my brother and sister-in-law a bunch of pears as soon as it starts producing. So I hope they're prepared. Get it? Prepared. But we had shrubs growing around the house. It's like those the box shrubs. Most of them are gone. I've still got a few of them still to pull up, but I was being swarmed by wasps, so I gave up that day that I was working on them. But the intention is to replace them with the blueberry plants and some strawberry bushes. My strawberries didn't turn out this year though. Um, in the initial trying to work with plants was just a fixation for me. Just something to distract my brain. And now the intention... Oh, hey, first midnight carp. Um, Now the intention is to try and supplement a bunch of our diet and our groceries. Which is part of the reason we've got sweet potatoes growing now, because it seems like something I shouldn't be able to mess up. This year is our learning curve. We're learning a lot of things, and even a lot of the experienced growers I've talked to, like my grandpa has had a garden every year since he moved out of his parents' house. Um, and his garden didn't do anything this year. Like the squash plants I got from him, he told me as I was getting them, I don't think they're gonna do anything, but you're welcome to them because I've got all I need. His garden didn't hardly produce, at least not to the level it normally does. And that's somebody that knows what they're doing, so me, someone who doesn't know what I'm doing, had no luck. Half of my stuff scorched, half of it drowned. It was a learning adventure. Shoot, some of my stuff didn't even produce, like, didn't even, you know what, you go on fish, you go and do your thing. Some of my stuff didn't even, like, grow. Like, I planted German chamomile, because, like, the intention with that one was, you know, dry it and make chamomile tea. No, it didn't want to grow. I think we got a decent rain shower right after the sprouts started trying to come up and it packed them down. Oh, and my pak choi is officially dead. I checked it. I had two little sproutlings, and that last rain shower packed them down. They're no longer with us. See, the thinking here is that we're gonna have a lot better, like more of an idea of what we actually need to do for our plants. We'll also have the areas prepared better. And by that I mean, this year we were starting off from step 0. Do I have space in here? Do I have space? That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. We were starting off from ground 0. We didn't have anywhere originally where the plants could go, so they had fresh soil, fresh fertilizer. Oh, I live in Arkansas. It's not that it necessarily rains so much. It's just that when we do get rain, it it's a heavy rain and it packs it down. I also live pretty close to what we call the Delta, where it's a very moist environment. It's where we do a lot of rice farming, which I actually joked to Drew that we might as well try growing rice, because we have this one patch of garden that, okay, so majority of our garden is in raised beds. Only one little section of our garden where I've got the sweet potatoes right now is in the ground. So the rest of it's elevated above, has a way to drain. We've only got one section that's actually in the ground, and that's where we're going to move the banana trees to next year whenever the sweet potatoes are done. But it holds water really bad, so I made the joke that we need to start trying to grow rice or soybeans in there. That's another thing that's grows pretty well in the Delta is soybeans. Alright, we need 4 wines. But yeah, it's not necessarily that we get a lot of rain, it's that when we get rain, it's a heavy rain. And it just so happens that all of that rain happened right as my plants were trying to come into their own. So they weren't strong enough to support themselves against the rain, and it just packed them into the ground. So my intention for next year is to start them out in the greenhouse, because we have 2 greenhouses, and we just haven't put them up yet, because there's a lot of things going on at the house we've got to get fixed before the greenhouses. They're not #1 priority right now. But the intention is to grow them in starter pots in the greenhouse, so that way that gives them the best chance to form a proper stalk that can withstand the rain. Uh, Bryce Mitchell. I can't say that I have. I don't really keep up with UFC that often. The only times I do is whenever Drew starts talking about it. Which reminds me, if any of you guys are into TFT, Drew is playing TFT right now. Golden 3, or Gold 3 going to Platinum. Is it Gold? No, it's Diamond 3. Diamond 3 going to Platinum. There's a link in the description of this video, or this stream and every stream I do, linking to him. Feel free to go check him out. He's a pretty cool dude, but I might be biased, so, you know. I don't know how full that is. So I might go ahead and start trimming back some of this grass. Where is my tools? Scythe. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and trim this back. At the very least, I'll trim a path over this way so it doesn't slow us down as much. It's still counting down that we are getting hay, so... try and keep an eye on it, make sure it's not... we're not cutting for no reason. Okay, we've officially reached where it's not letting me gather anymore. I'm just cutting grass for no reason, so... let's put this up. And this time we do have to go to the island to try and fish. Yeah, because we've only got 3 of the 10. And we're just going to angle ourselves right here and fish down this river. And actually, the fact that it's starting to get a little bit cooler tells me that it's almost time for us to plant our fall crops. My grandpa told me to wait until it started feeling cool again. He specifically said like the first week or 2 of September, which generally means when it starts getting cool again, and we're pretty close to that already. So I might need to go ahead and prepare the seeds. I saw it right after it dropped, and it looks like it's going to be fun. I know Concerned Ape's got a lot on his plate, so I don't know when we're going to get it, but I am looking forward to it, and you can be damn sure that I'm playing it. Because, like, this is, in fact, my favorite game. So I want to see what else this guy can put out. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm like hesitant on it. So I think I'm just gonna follow my grandpa's advice and wait until the first or second week of September. Because like I said, this man's been doing it. He's in his 70s now. This man's been doing it for twice my life. You know. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Kind of figured I wasn't getting that one. Because like even when he didn't have his own farms, his dad farmed. You know, you go on. You go on ahead. His dad was a tomato farmer. So my grandpa has been working on farms his entire life, or has had a garden his entire life. Oh no, it's a heavy combat, and it looks like a shopkeep system. Like, from what I gathered from the glimpse that we got of the gameplay, is that you own a chocolate shop, like a chocolatier business. What would that be called? Would it just be called a chocolatier? Or, I think you, the person that makes the chocolate, is the chocolatier, and then the business is called something else. I don't know. But, I feel like you have to go out and source ingredients, and that's where the combat aspect is going to come in. Like, your foraging and combat aspect. And then, I feel like you're probably going to have to craft your recipes and actually, like, maybe there's like a social system where you have to, like, be like Pierre and sell stuff. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure just off of the trailer what exactly it's going to look like. But honestly, I'm cool with it being low on farming because I get plenty of farming out of Stardew. And I do enjoy playing other games that don't necessarily have farming as the main component. Also, never mind questions, my dude. Feel free to ask away. I am literally here to talk, and if you don't give me stuff to talk about, I will talk about anything and everything. I guarantee you there probably is. There's gotta be, like I said, there's gotta be some form of social structure or social system in the game. But I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell just off of what we got out of the trailer. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. This one's a zippy one. This fish got into my espresso, I can already tell. There we go. Oh, it's a super cucumber. That explains it. Oh, but yeah, I've pretty much spent the entire summer, like, anytime I talk with my grandpa, I'm like, by the way, my plants are doing this, and he's just like, oh, that sounds like this, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, what about this? Like, just draining that man of all of his knowledge. But I don't feel too bad about my stuff not turning out well this year. Like I said, it's my first year growing it. Like, we tried growing herbs and a pepper plant last year, but I kind of just planted them to fixate on something. And then I'm pretty sure Drew just took over caring for them after that because I got fixated on other things. Last year was not a good year for me. So, kind of all over the place there. But this year is the first year of us actually trying to grow a garden. So, we're giving ourselves a lot of leeway with things not working out and learning different things. And so far, we've only lost one of our trees, and I'm pretty sure that one was some form of insect-related thing, which we've got beneficial nematodes that we're going to introduce to the yard, so that's not a big deal. One of our tree has spots on it, which we're pretty sure is an iron deficiency, and we've got fertilizer for that. See, that's the thing. We can't have indoor plants because I have cats and a dog, and we brought, okay, so we had a ponytail palm and 3 ivy plants last year that did not make it because when we brought them in, like, the place we're living at right now doesn't have anywhere that we can really, like, close off from the animals. We didn't have any space to place the plants safely away from them. So, while they were inside, the cats were trying to eat them, and Athena was trying to eat them. So we had to put them back outside, and then another frost hit, and the frost got them. Which really sucks, because the ponytail palm was my favorite. I loved him. Like, I would love to get some plants inside, and I know Drew wanted to get another ivy plant to like hang in the shower because it would be a nice humid environment for it. Plus, our bathroom is has a window in it, so we could actually get some natural sunlight for them. But I don't know if that's like really in the cards for us with the cats being the way they are. But we are going to have more room at the house, so... Whoa, that one's a fast boy, isn't he? But we are going to have more space at the house, so hopefully we can do something. I wouldn't mind having a window garden. Like, maybe some of our favorite herbs. Like, Drew loves the smell of basil, and I love the smell of mint. So it would be nice to have just like a couple of little containers of them on the windowsill in the kitchen. Or maybe even I could plant, or try my hand at my German chamomile again this year, or next year, in the windowsill. So that way no rain can get them. Because the German chamomile, when it's growing, is a very, very small plant. It's very, very thin and delicate. And even when it's grown, it's not a very big plant. It's a very small plant. But, I could grow that and the mint on the windowsill, and then I'd have, fresh both of those for tea. Like, I'm not really into the standard southern tea, the cold sweet tea. Not really into that. I've talked about that before. I picked up the wrong cup at my grandparents' house, and my grandpa's a dipper. So, you know, we're not going into that. I don't drink tea like that. But I do love herbal tea and fruit tea. And honestly, dessert teas. There's this company called David's Tea, and they had this little sampler pack on Amazon. And it was pretty good. I haven't gone through all of them, because it is loose tea, and I'm lazy. I've got these, like, silicone reusable tea bags. But I'm lazy, and filling them up, and washing them out, and all that is just... And dumping them, you know. But we do have plans on getting composting going whenever we get moved into the house. We do have catnip growing outside, and it's actually looking pretty decent. It's one of the few things. The catnip and the sunflower seeds are the two of the only things that survived all summer long, aside from fruits and herbs. Like, all of my vegetables have died so far. Fruits and herbs are doing great, except for those two blueberry plants and that one apple tree. The one apple tree is not our fault. Bugs got to it. We're fixing that with nematodes. The two blueberry plants, we're pretty sure they either got too alkaline or too acidic of an environment because they started turning like this rusty brown color. But I'm not sure. Not sure. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't make it though. I'm not gonna lie. Look here, Zippy boy. If you keep the... You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Live your best life. I have intentions of doing that. Like I said, we found a dehydrator. You know what, Zippy boy? You go ahead and live your best life. It's still... The dehydrator's still in its box. But we found it for less than... hold on. It was over 50% off. We got it for like 40 bucks. And I have the intention of dehydrating a bunch of our herbs and storing them. Because one of my favorite things to do, it's actually what I'm going to cook for supper tomorrow night, is, it's literally just some form of sliced meat. This time it's steak because that's what I've got thawed, or that's what I've got thawed, and green beans, tossed with, dried rosemary and garlic. Just that, cooked in olive oil. I might throw some cabbage in there just because we have some in the fridge that needs to be used up, and Drew and I are fine with using cabbage for a filler. Because we try not to, we do try to, like, limit our carb consumption. Doesn't always happen, but we try. But I've got intentions of, like, dehydrating some herbs, dehydrating fruit, uh, dehydrating the catnip and giving them their own catnip. Although we do have this giant jar of catnip that we got at PetSmart that we're still going through because we only give it to them every now and then as a treat. Tyler's honestly not that into it. Blackie and Hector, absolutely ravenous for it. Um, honestly, I'm not really that big on social media. I have like a personal Facebook account, but I don't ever get on Facebook. I only ever kept Facebook around for my mom's sake. Oh wait, that's it. You know what? We'll pop back to the house to finish doing some fishing. Go ahead and clear some of this. I'll keep the flounder and the tuna. I'll keep those guys. We'll do some more fishing, like down at the river or something. Um, but aside from that, I really just stick with Reddit and Discord. And the Discord's mainly just for, like, communicating with Drew and his family. So what I'm trying to say is, no, I'm a very boring person. I don't get out much. I do need to set up social media stuff and everything for, like, for the chat. I've been specifically meaning to set up a Discord specific for for this channel for anybody that wants to hang out and maybe get updates on if something happens, because I can't access the YouTube community tab until 500 subs. And honestly, I don't see that happening for a long, long time. Which is fun by me. Mainly just here to hang out and play games. But it does mean if something comes up and I have to miss a stream or be extremely late for a stream that I don't have any way to let you guys know, which does suck. But setting up a Discord may... I don't know why. It feels like it should be very simple to do, and it probably is for some people, but with the way my brain works, it just, it's overwhelming. Oh no, dude, no. Um, okay, so fun fact, you can pretty well get an estimate of who is monetized on YouTube just based off of how many views they're getting and how many subscribers they have. And anybody can do this. If you have a YouTube account, you can go to the monetization section of the creator section. I don't know what to call it, but it'll tell you all the requirements for being like monetized. Two of them is super easy. You just double verification and something. Is it like, I think it's like connect a phone or something. Connect a phone number might be it. And then 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. But again, I'm not too concerned about getting monetized or anything. This is basically therapy for me. It's a way to make sure I spend at least a couple of hours every day, even if I don't think I feel like playing my games. It's a way to keep me from like just staying in my own head and being like, "Oh no, I don't want to do any of that." When really I do want to do that. It's just depression talking. This is cheaper than therapy, so, you know. It also gives me someone to talk to or at aside from my fiance, because I don't really get out that much. Um, I don't really have like a day job. I help my fiance with his eBay business. Like I said, last year was not a good year for me. There's a whole slew of things that happened. So since then, I've been just helping my fiance with his eBay business. So I don't get out much. So the only person I really get to talk to 9 times out of 10 is him. So this, just helps me from going insane. Sorry, my dude. I'm from America. Nothing is free. Oh, you're good, Megs. You're good. Believe me, I have been a lurker many, many times. And see, it's just main even if it's not Stardew, it's just the act of playing my games in general, because the majority of the games I play are fairly similar to Stardew in the fact of, like, they're all chill games. Like, nothing is difficult, nothing is a pressure thing. Nah, my dad and my grandpa and my brother do, but I don't. Although we do have plans on getting one whenever we move, just for security's sake. Because there have been issues of, like, break-ins in the area where we'll be moving. So that is in the cards for when we get moved. I just, have never had a reason to so far. Dude, I wouldn't mind playing Animal Crossing. I wish it was offered on the PC. Although, I did mention this the other day, there is a game out called Dinkum that looks like Animal Crossing, but it's all humans. Like, all human characters, no animal characters. Well, except for the actual, like, animals. You can get eaten by most of the animals. In particular, the shark and the crocodile. Or is it an alligator? It might be an alligator. I'm not sure. But it's very the style of it reminds me of Animal Crossing. Like, super super reminds me of Animal Crossing. And it's just like Animal Crossing, but in Australia. I think that's literally what the game said. Hold on. I've got Steam pulled up because I do have, like, a quick link on my desktop for Stardew, but I always just pull it up from Steam so that way I can check for any updates. Uh no, but I do have a deal with one of my subscribers that if I reach 1,000 that I'll play Ark. I am a big bubble blowing baby, and the idea of Ark terrifies me. I used to have okay, so I'm a 90s kid. My family thought it was okay to let me watch Jurassic Park. Like, while everybody was at my great grandmother's funeral, me, my brother, and my cousin were watching Jurassic Park 3. We'd already seen 1 and 2. So I had several nightmares as a kid about dinosaurs. So let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Um, yeah. Explore tropical eucalyptus forests, scorching deserts, and cool billabongs on an island inspired by the wild Australian outback. Take care of giant wombats, play with friends, and get ready for a ripper time. But yeah, Dinkum looks really cute, really fun. The art style reminds me of Animal Crossing. I have seen a little bit of the gameplay. It's only 20 bucks, but I try to limit myself on buying games unless I can get them on a deal. Hey, 93, my dude, same. I like to say I'm an old lady. But that's mostly because I feel like one. And part of that's just because I, you know, don't take care of myself the way I should. That's our PSA for the day, kiddos. Take care of your body because when you're my age, you'll feel it. That means use correct posture when sitting in your chair. Don't overextend yourself when lifting heavy objects. The old thing is a joke, Megs. You're not actually old. But we are getting there. Oh, hey, Pam sent us a battery. Alright, strawberries are ready. I'll go ahead and harvest them first. But no, I think the actual reason I feel like I'm an old lady is because the majority of the jobs I had originally were uh, manual labor that involved standing on concrete, heavy lifting and stooping involved, a lot of it kitchen work, and stuff like that does take a toll on your body. And it doesn't help that I was like still getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep because I was only like in my early 20s. I didn't feel the need for sleep yet. And also like going above and beyond because, you know, I was the youngest person in the kitchen, so I was trying to help everybody else out. Shoot, I keep filling them all up. I need to stop. I need to stop myself. Hold on, I'm gonna write myself a note. Not at the moment. I help my husband, fiance. We're supposed to be married. We were supposed to get married in 2020, but you know, life happened. But dude, sleep is my best friend too. But no, so like I said, last year was not a good year. My mom passed away at the end of March. Fun fact, a week after my birthday. Lovely. Um, at the time I was working at a center for at-risk youth, and I went back to work too soon and had a nervous breakdown basically. So I decided that it was best for myself and for the kiddos if I, you know, not be there anymore because they really don't need they need stability. They didn't need me around at the time. Like even if I was just in the kitchen, that was too much exposure in my opinion, and it wasn't good for me either. So I quit at the end of May, like the second to last week of May of last year. Because up until my mom died, I'd been working two jobs because I'd been working there and uh, my former employers before I got the job at the centers. I like hold on. I'm trying to write a note and talk at the same time. I'm getting myself sidetracked on both. There we go. Write the note first, then talk. There we go. So, I was working at a liquor store beforehand. Oh no, it's all good, my dude. Like I said, this is my form of therapy. I've come to terms with a lot of things because of this. It's helped me out a ton, so I'm doing good. But thank you either way. So yeah, I was working at a liquor store before I started working at that Center for At-Risk Youth. And whenever I got hired on at the Center for Youth, I kept my job with the liquor store and helped them out on Mondays. So, let's see. After my mom passed, the first 2 Mondays in a row I had to miss, I told the owner, it might be a better idea for me to not, like, keep you guys hanging on like this while I try and figure things out. So I went ahead and quit so that way I wouldn't be putting them in a bind. They would know they needed somebody instead of having to wait until I told him I wasn't able to come in because I was dealing with something. And then, you know, obviously the center's thing. But, you know, silver lining of losing a parent is my mom was a state employee and did have life insurance, which has helped me kind of coast by. And like I said, Drew has a eBay business that we're working on. So the hope is that everything works out with that. It's worked out in the past. But, you know, even if nothing else, we'll make it one way or another. I've lived my entire life with very little money. I can make do. Ooh, fun stuff. I'm hoping ours holds off until it's actually time for bed, so that way I can get that good nap that I wanted earlier in. As long as it doesn't get too stormy, like I said, as long as it doesn't feel like we're fixing to get a tornado, I'm good. And this should be our last shed. Oh no, my dude, I'm easily distractible anyways. Like, I make this joke a lot, and I feel sorry for anybody who has had to hear it more than once, but I don't get the ditzy in my username for nothing. Like, it's not just there for dramatic effect. I am very ditzy. I am easily distracted. I actually did get COVID. Hold on. There is a short period of time. I can't remember exactly when it was. It was earlier this year. Funnily enough, when I wasn't going anywhere. Because, like, I had to work through the majority of the pandemic, right? Because, like, 2020, I was at the liquor store. I was front lines in a very conservative, anti-mask town. And, oh, that was a fun year. That was a fun year. I got cussed out many times. Drew got spit on a couple times. That was fun. Which is part of the reason that we both looked for work at the centers. Anything to get away from the store. Or just from the customers, really, because the store wasn't the big issue. Honestly, the store was awesome. My boss was awesome. He was a little scatterbrained, but I loved him. His mom was awesome. Anytime I got sick, she was nice and, like, brought me something to feel better. Anytime they had, like, a family gathering, if I was at the store, she would make sure to send a plate with me, with her son over to me. Getting distracted. Point is, I didn't get sick at all while I was working there, or while I was at the centers. It was, like... I want to say... Oh no, see, my niece is 4, and oh my god, the energy. The energy. I cannot keep up. I feel bad for my brother and sister-in-law. Shoot, I don't remember when it was exactly that we got COVID. And again, it's not because we went anywhere. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I don't remember. There was a point in time, like, where I had to miss 2 streaming days in a row, and it's because I was sick with COVID. Which, thankfully, aside from the body aches, I had a very mild case. Like, body aches and the headaches got me, but I'm used to the headaches anyways. Like, I've got chronic headaches, so that wasn't shit to me. The body aches are what got me, though. But, I'm pretty sure we got it from my brother. Right, let's change these out. And boom. Alright, anything in here ready to go? Sure is. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab these ancient fruit. And we can use these to fill up our preserve jars in here. It's always fun to change it up from doing the fruit tree fruit. Hold on. Gather those. And now we can switch to pomegranate. There we go. All done, so. Which means we can honestly spend the rest of the day fishing. Like I said, this is going to be a very chill week of Stardew. Mainly fishing, getting all of our stuff back on track. Which reminds me, I'm going to double check. Okay, no, it's not ready yet. Waiting for our diamond crystallarium to let me know it's ready. But so far, nothing. Wait, where am I going? Let's go to the mountains. God, I love playing fall in Stardew Valley. It just makes me so excited for fall in real life. Like, can the leaves already start changing colors, please? I'm ready for fall. Drew's ready for fall, too, because he is a pumpkin spice, basic bitch. He loves pumpkin spice everything. Oh, I'm Courtney. You guys are calling me, you guys are good to call me Courtney, Ditzy Snail, Ditzy Snail. Hell, you can call me Noodle. That's what Drew calls me a lot of the time. Actually, majority of the time, to the point where if he calls me by my actual birth name, I get concerned that something's wrong. He's been using it a lot more recently, so I'm getting a little more desensitized to being like, wait, what's wrong? Whenever he says it, but it's like that knee-jerk reaction of like your parents saying your full name or something. I am tired of the heat. I don't think I'm getting any reprieve from mosquitoes, but once fall hits, my family's probably going to start doing fires in the evening again during the weekend. And I don't know, there's just something so comforting about like just bullshitting with my brother and my dad around the fire. Especially when it's cold out. You walk far enough away from the fire and you freeze. You stand too close to it and you get too warm. Although I will say it is nerve-wracking having my niece near the fire, because, like, she knows not to touch it, but it's always still the worry of something happening. I don't think that worry's ever going to go away, though, and I can only imagine how much worse it is for my brother. Or my sister-in-law, for that matter, because, bless her heart, she is just like me. She's a worrywart. Like, we're both worst-case scenario people, because we want to be prepared just in case. Which, you know, might not be the best way to live life, but, you know, at least I'm prepared, dang it. Oh god, going back to how old I am, I slept wrong last night. And my arm hurts from sleeping on it wrong. Oh god. See, the bad thing is I've got arms that are longer than they need to be for my torso. I've got long arms, basically. And like I usually brag to Drew because I can like I can reach any part of my back. So he's constantly asking me to scratch his back for him because he can't reach it. And so I'll just like after I get through scratching just like show off with both arms how I can reach every part of my back. But that also means that when I sleep, that arm can also get stuck in a weird position, like behind my back. It feels like I've like hyperextended my arm or something. Let's see what Google Translate says about that. See, we've got a foam mattress. It's a, I think it's a Casper. I'm not sure. Drew ordered it. But honestly, I can't tell any difference between that and the mattress we were using beforehand. Like, it was great for the first couple of weeks. But now it feels like the same as when we were sleeping on a spring mattress. So I think next time we upgrade mattresses, I'm just gonna have to, like, because like he had to fight me tooth and nail to even agree to buying a Casper. Because like I don't like spending money. Yeah, I typed it in too. I'm gonna say benefit of the doubt, and it's a kiddo. So we're just gonna give him a good old timeout. Bad kiddos go to timeout. We don't do that shit on my channel, okay? Like I cuss, but come on now. There's kids here. Usually. I usually assume that most people on the internet are children when I'm talking to them. But at the same time, you have to be at least 13 to have a YouTube account. So if you're commenting on my shit, you should be okay with hearing cussing. Anything other than that, keep it off the channel. But yeah, I don't like spending money, so he had to fight me tooth and nail to upgrade our mattress. But I think I'm gonna have to bite my tongue and actually go for a decent quality mattress whenever we do upgrade, because it's getting worse the older we get. Although, well, I will say we've been really lucky lately in not getting bots that are constantly spamming things with advertisements for porn sites. Because it was very bad. Although I will say I am still getting comments and I have to delete at least one every day or every other day. Although I will say it does make the like dopamine hit or serotonin hit, whichever one, when I go see that I've got a new notification for a new comment, and I'm just like, oh, I bet it's another bot again, and it turns out to be an actual human telling me they enjoyed something. It does make that hit a little bit stronger. Like, oh my god, somebody liked it. Because like this is therapy for me, but if I can make other people like entertained or happy, that's awesome. Like the world's already shit enough If I can help provide a little bit of joy, that's good. That's good enough for me. Tend my garden and provide a little bit of joy for someone. That's all I need out of life. Well, and, you know, my animals, that they help a lot. They are my form of joy. Also, I think somebody has finally taken a nap, or she's gone back into the living room with Drew. No, she's taken a nap. I told you guys, she was acting like a toddler, fighting sleep, and now she's napping. And I already know, like, the closer it gets to the end of the stream, she's figured out around the time, either that or it's like everything has synced up to where she's ready to go OUT whenever I get done streaming now. But she's figured it out. Like I said, either she's figured it out or it's synced up, one of the two. But she lets me know that she needs to go OUT. I'm saying it like that because even if she's sleeping, this dog has woken up from a dead sleep before because I said the wrong word. But we're gonna have to put that on hold tonight because I learned the hard way to not immediately let her go because she took out all words. Breathe and let them actually form. Okay. I learned the hard way to go outside and check first. Okay, she's still sleeping. Okay, I messed up and said the word. But, to go check first and make sure there's no armadillos outside. Because, hold on, let me go ahead and throw those guys in there. Because I went ahead and let her go the other night, and she immediately took off after an armadillo. And I don't know what she intends to do with them, but I'd really rather her not. For one, I don't want her getting hurt by the armadillo, and for two, I don't want the armadillo getting hurt by her. Hold on, let me pet the cat. Thank you. There we go. So, I learned the hard way to like, be more observant before I take her. Let's see. Not as much as it could have been, but we did manage to use up some of our strawberries. Still bummed about my strawberry plants. That's another one of the fruits that didn't make it this year. My strawberry plants, but I got them planted too late, and I'm pretty sure that's what did it. Can I have my prismatic shard? Thank you. So, I'll try again next year. No big deal. Oh yeah, we've got a ton of armadillos that like to hang out in between mine and my dad's house. That is something I'm gonna miss whenever we get moved, because we're moving into my grandparents' house once we get finished getting it renovated. Nothing there. Okay. But, trade-off, instead of armadillos over there, we have bunnies. I've seen at least 3 bunnies that live over there. There's actually, a couple of different varieties of strawberries. And some of them, you get smaller yields, but they have a much wider window. I can't remember what it is. I watched a video about it whenever I was like, oh, okay, we need to make a trip to Clint's. But I watched a video about it. It's been a couple months though since I've watched it. But There's like 3 main varieties of strawberry bush that you can get, or strawberry plant that you can get. And 2 of them have a shorter time frame, but you get more abundant fruit. Like, you get much more fruit in a smaller time frame. I think it actually would equate out, really and truly. Magic Rock Candy, go ahead and stock that up. But the other one, it's a significantly longer time span for their growing, or for their fruiting, but you get a smaller amount, like maybe a handful of berries. Okay, let me put the Magic Rock Candy up real quick. We gotta change out our crystallariums. Actually, before I do that, we're gonna make a trip to Clint's. I don't know. Have you ever watched an armadillo, like, just booping around? Because they're, like... I don't know if they are actually partially blind, or if we're just misinterpreting how these armadillos are behaving. But they seem like they're just booping around in the dark. They might just have, like, low vision. But Drew got like 5 feet away from one before before the armadillo turned around and he scared the crap out of that thing. To be fair, Drew was drunk and he wanted to pet the armadillo. The only reason he didn't is because I told him not to. Like, we don't need to traumatize the armadillos, okay? There we go. Get those all sorted. Yes, okay. Hey, Aiden. Let's see. I need to start over here. Get a blanket, dude. I say avoid petting most wild animals unless you are prepared to go to the ER if they decide that they don't want to be petted. Plus, that dude was just minding his own business trying to find bugs and stuff in our yard. By the way, our yard is completely full of little holes now because they go around and dig for worms, or I don't know that it's worms necessarily, but they do go around and like dig for bugs. So there's just little holes all around our yard now. But they're not bad enough holes for it to be a problem. Only one hole that I see was deep enough that I could see it being an issue. But it's literally right in front of where we park our car, so I don't think it'll be an issue for anybody unless somebody's I don't know, unfortunate enough to walk in front of our car and we parked too far back or something. Give me that one. We have a bunch of squirrels. Fun fact. One morning when I was younger, I was staying the night at my grandparents' house. And my grandpa and I think it was my brother, it might have been my cousin, Or it might have been both of them, I'm not sure. He took them out back to go squirrel hunting. So I distinctly recall my grandma telling me this, and me just opening the kitchen door and yelling, "Run, squirrels, run," and my grandpa being upset. Because, I mean, the squirrels did run. We've also got crows that are like the size of Tyler, just strutting around the yard. All the cats spend a good portion of their day in the window just watching. Every now and then one of them will start chittering at them. The other night we were, I think we were on our way to go to the other house to do some work after we got through streaming. And we've got this old, it's an old dish from the first internet company we were going through whenever we first moved out here. Until we found the company we're with that's cheaper than what we were going with by quite a bit. But, it's still got its cable and everything connected to it. And there was this teeny tiny lizard just like hanging off the end of the cable sleeping. He was so cute. Although, anytime I call something a lizard, Drew pops up with it's a skink or it's a salamander or literally anything other than a lizard. Hey Daniel, how's it going in Brazil? I unfortunately don't know a whole lot, but I do have somebody that's been trying to teach me little bits of Portuguese. I don't have enough to communicate, but more like a little kid that's like heard a word or two from parents. Like I said, I really need to buckle down and actually do some studying on my languages, because I want to learn a lot of them. Like, that is one of the goals I have set for myself, is learning languages, because it's always something I've been interested in, and I've just never done it, because time constraints. But one way or another, I'm going to teach myself languages. And I'm just saying languages broadly, because right now it's Portuguese. In the future, I want to relearn Spanish. I need to finish my lessons on Japanese. Like I said, all I had gotten through was learning hiragana and katakana. Dude, chameleons, I freaking love them. I don't know what that means, Daniel. Faucet. Hold on. Hold on. Streamlabs. Pop it into Streamlabs. Serves two purposes. I can double check that the stream's still going cool, that nothing's going wrong with my internet, and I can read the chat and use my phone at the same time. Because normally I have the stream pulled up on my phone so I can read chat. Aw, thank you, Daniel. That's very sweet. I'm glad you guys think I have a nice voice, because I personally just hear like a screeching sound whenever I talk. But I think that's just like an instinct, is to not like your own voice. Or not necessarily an instinct, but it's one of those things that like most people don't necessarily like their own voice. Because, like, Drew and I, and then my mom and I used to communicate specifically through the voice messaging on Facebook, or on Messenger, rather. And the number of times I accidentally, or on purpose, because sometimes I did, like, replay my message just to make sure I said what I thought I said. To make sure I had communicated exactly what I was trying to communicate. Especially if the response was way out of left field, you know? But, I would just hear it and I'd just sit there cringing like, oh god, is that what I sound like? Why? Then I would just spend the rest of the day being, like, self-conscious about my voice. Oh, thank you. Chill is what I aim for, because I play games to relax, so I don't really want to do anything. That's like, I watch other people play, like, more fast-paced games or horror games, but I really don't want to do them myself, because one, I'm a bubble-blowing baby, and two, I don't really want that extra layer of stress when I'm just trying to play a game. Like, I wonder if it's, like, some kind of instinct to make you dislike the sound of your own voice. And maybe it plays hand in hand with that. You know how sometimes you'll hear something saying your name? Or, like, talking to you? Because I've had that, and I'm pretty sure it's just, like, audio hallucinations. Your brain trying to fill in blank space, or your brain trying to fill in a random sound that it can't quite understand with a sound that it understands and comprehends. But it's creepy AF. But I wonder if something like that plays along, like if those two are correlated. Then again, I'm pretty sure mine is associated with a form of hearing loss, because I do have ringing in my ears a good % of the time. I felt so bad. I was on the phone with one of my friends the other day, and I had to ask them to repeat themselves so many times because I couldn't hear them. I always feel bad when I have to ask people to repeat themselves. It's like, it's not your fault, and it's not really my fault either, but I can't hear. And sometimes it's not even an issue of hearing, because, like, Drew can be standing directly in front of me, and if I'm not paying 100% attention to him, it's like my brain just doesn't capture what he said. I've had to ask him to turn down something he was watching on the TV because he asked me a question at the same time as something else was said. And I couldn't hear him because what he was watching on TV was too distracting. Even if it was something I wasn't paying attention to, it was just the right kind of noise to distract my brain. Okay, do I have... Oh, I can make 11 more of them. Cool. Might as well go ahead and get these placed while I've still got the diamonds in my inventory. And we are very close to having a full 2 stacks of diamonds. Hold on, I'll fix that in a second. I fix it now, I get. Not that one. That one was fine. Okay. Now those are all done. There we go. Okay, I don't think we really have anything else going on the farm right now. Oh, well, I guess the jade, but they'll be ready in the morning, too. We can get them tomorrow. Oh, but yeah, going back to reptiles and, like, amphibians, I didn't realize how many people have a fear of those guys. 'Cause, like, I've known my entire life that my aunt was afraid of frogs and lizards, but it's like the older I get, the more people I meet that are afraid of them. And I'm just like, I understand a fear of snakes. I don't necessarily understand a fear of frogs. But I understand it better than Drew's fear. Drew is afraid of grasshoppers. The other day, we went to go water the plants, and there was a grasshopper on our lime tree. So I immediately, because he had gone to water the fruit trees, they're closer to the front of the yard, and I went ahead to take care of all the other plants because they're closer to the house and kind of all clustered together. So he went ahead to go take care of those, and I called him back up just to make him look at this grasshopper. But I only did it, to be fair, because he makes fun of me being afraid of ants. Keep in mind, I'm allergic to ants. But he always tells me there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm like, yes, there is. Even sugar ants make me swell up. But we've almost got 2 million gold from those. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to run to the bathroom. Feel free to go get a drink, go get a snack, go use the bathroom yourself, whatever you need to do. I will be back in just a second. You guys, Jojo and Tyler are cuddling, and it's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Why are my cats so precious? Or why do I think that? Okay, Okay, the other kid's around here somewhere. Oh, she's in the kitchen. I see. Boop, boop, boop. Like, I was really worried whenever we found Jojo that we were going to have issues bringing in a new cat, especially... Well, at the time, I thought it was another boy cat, but, you know. We found out that's not the truth. But I thought it was going to mess up the dynamic. I was so worried about... because Hector and Tyler and Athena all had their dynamic figured out whenever we brought Jojo in. So I was really worried about it. And turns out I had absolutely no reason to be worried. What I had to be worried about was whenever we brought Blackie into the family and Jojo started bullying him. Jojo is a bully. She bullies an old man. And the thing is, he lets her bully him. He's actually sleeping up on the bed beside them, too. Not close enough that I could consider it cuddling, but... he's also not, like, on the other side of the bed away from them. And a certain doggo is still cuddled up on a teddy bear. It's freaking adorable, and I love it. Okay. We've got a good bit of gold built up, which was the goal of this week, was getting our gold built up. I don't think anything else is ready at the moment. But I do need to check something. I haven't checked on these guys in a minute. Okay, I thought so. We have a new ostrich chick. What are we gonna name it? Chrisley? Actually, that's kind of cute. That is kind of cute. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm remembering how to spell it just in case. Bomo! Oh, come on, Bomo. We have to go with Bomo. Let's see. There's something I wanted to try and get. And I just realized something. So I was making mayo and stuff to try and get the last one of those statues. You get the ostrich off the island. I think it's it's either something you get from Professor Snail or it's something you get out of like from following one of the pirates maps or pirate journal torn journal scraps. That's what it's called. Not sure. I know you get it off the island. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's from a journal scrap. And I highly recommend if you get a hold of one, building a ostrich incubator and making at least one more, or like hatching at least one ostrich. Hold on, we're gonna go ahead and name him Bomo because that's cute. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can fit a few more in there. But I recommend building the ostrich incubator so that way you can make more. Kind of the same way I recommend, instead of selling your first dino egg, hatching it in the coop, so that way you get more. Crap. Distracted. No. I did need to go back to the house. Okay, so I was trying to get those statues, right? The ones you... These guys. And I only got 2 of them. And I thought it was duck mayo. And then it didn't work. It didn't work because I was at the wrong ding-dang box. It is duck mayo. Do I have any more duck eggs? I might have them actually in the ostrich barn. I was trying to figure that one out for forever. Do I have them? Wait. The chest. Let me in. Duck egg. Alright, we're just gonna let this guy do his thing, and we're gonna go fish for a little while that turns into mayo. And then we can get the last one of those statues. Place it somewhere else around the house to traumatize our kids with. Although, to be fair, our children are gnome and a goblin, so are they really gonna be traumatized? Something tells me probably not. But then again, I don't know. Trauma is a complicated thing, and I'm not a therapist. This one's a very low fish. Huh. I'm not complaining, because I did want chill fishing. Also, I feel like Aiden now. I'm cold. I'm so cold. But also, the cats are sleeping on my blanket right now, so I can't grab it. I will not move them. I have another throw blanket around here, but I don't know where I put it. I don't know if I put it in one of the totes, or if I put it... I don't know where I put it. I think the only one not in here right now is Hector. I'll come back here. Thank you. I remember there was a point in time where I could not catch sturgeon to save my life. They were just too fast for me. Yeah. Hector's not in here. Weird. Although, I guess not too weird, because he sometimes stays in the living room with Drew. Look, the other night, I went to lay down. I wasn't going to bed yet, so I just, like, threw the throw blanket over myself instead of the actual comforter. But Athena thinks she has to be in the blanket whenever I'm in the blanket. So she asked me to let her in the blanket, so I let her in the blanket. She does that turnaround thing to get comfortable and took the entire throw blanket with her, and I was like, no, that's not gonna work. We have to share. So I went ahead and got the actual comforter instead. Like, you can share the blanket with me, but you can't have all of the blanket. She's also really good about pushing me out of bed. Like, especially if I come to bed late. Like, if I get distracted doing something in the living room or something. Or if I get distracted at my computer. She just takes over 3/4 of the bed. There's room for Drew, and that's it. And that's usually only because he's already in the bed at that point. So she just takes over the rest of it. I'm like, you're not that big of a dog. How are you doing this? And she's stubborn when she's asleep. Like, she will not move. I feel bad making her get up, but like, dang it, I want to go to sleep too. See, every now and then Tyler wants to go to sleep under the blankets. I stopped that a long time ago because he also, whenever he is in the blankets, likes to stick his claws in my side. And I got tired of waking up with claws in my side, you know? But I'm pretty sure I've already told you guys this, but the other night, according to Drew, um, Athena asked to be let into the blankets, and as she was, like, as this interaction was happening between him and her, being like, oh, you want in the blanket? Asleep me just, like, pulls Tyler up from where he's sleeping peacefully, minding his own business, and just tucks him into the blanket. And Drew said Tyler looked so confused and afraid to move because he didn't know what was going on. And I'm just like, no, don't tell me I did that. I traumatized my cat by shoving him in the blankets. But like I said, he's usually not allowed in the blankets. And normally he's fine with that because he just wants to be, like, touching me in some way, shape, or form. Even if there is a blanket barrier in between us, he wants to be curled up beside me. And that's cool. But apparently, my sleep brain was just like, okay, Tyler, let's get you in the blanket now. So, you know, some people sleepwalk. I sleep talk. I have full conversations with people and they swear I'm awake, and I'm like, I must not have been because I more than likely told you whatever I thought would get you to leave me alone so I could go back to sleep. Because, like, I recall very vividly when I was a teenager, I would ask my mom or my brother to wake me up, like, on the weekends before they went to the store because I wanted to go with them. And I would wake up and they would be just getting back from the store. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? And they're like, we did. You said you didn't want to go. I'm like, no, I wanted to go. I wasn't awake. I just wanted you to let me go back to sleep at that point in time. Sleep me is complicated and confusing, even to me. I can't understand a lot of my actions. Some of them I know is just down to doing whatever my sleep brain thinks will let me go back to sleep the fastest. The rest of it, like tucking Tyler into the blankets, I honestly don't know. I don't know what was going on there. Unless my brain was, like, thinking I was helping Athena into the blanket. But all I did was cause confusion because Athena was confused too. Like, what, there's a cat there. Guys, there's a cat there. Dang, I really don't want to go back over to the house to work. I want to go to sleep. But we need to get things done. Because, like, we are so close to having the living room and hallway done. I know I've said that for, like, a couple weeks now at this point, but the flooring in the hallway kept giving us issues with sliding. So we had to troubleshoot it quite a bit. But we should have all the tools we need now to have that finalized. The door frames are finalized. The trim is ready to go in the hallway. It just needs to be tacked in place. Like I said, the ceiling trim, I'm not too worried about. That can wait. Like, that's not like an immediate, like, we can't move in until the trim on the ceiling is done. God forbid. Because, I mean, the trailer doesn't have trim on in any of the rooms. ceiling or otherwise. Shoot, there's not even door frames. It's the basic, like, actual door structure, or door trim. It has a door frame. It just doesn't have the door trim. I get those words backwards a lot, but that's okay, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Will you hold still, please? But once we get the hallway done, we can move stuff out of the other rooms into the living room, because we needed a landing pad. I also needed an opportunity to re-go through things, because a lot of the stuff that um, we kept while I was very sentimental. So a lot of that stuff, or just unsure of what I could and couldn't throw away. So a lot of that stuff I need to like go through again and double check, like, is this actually a valuable document, or can it just go in the garbage, you know? Or is this actually something we need to keep, or does it just go in the attic? Because, like, there's a box of my uncle's stuff that I've told him about and let him know is there, and he hasn't said a word about it. He hasn't come over to get it. So I'm gonna just throw it up in the attic, because I know as soon as I do anything other than throw it in the attic, he's gonna want it. So it's going in the attic. Oh, you're good. Go get some sleep, Megs. Thanks for hanging out with me. We also threw a lot of the big furniture that was originally in the living room into the bedrooms, just to get them out of the way, because we knew we wanted to work on the living room first. So now that once it's done, we can actually get it back out of that room, or out of the room it's in, so we can work on those rooms. Because we can't order the flooring until we are pretty much ready to go put the flooring in, you know? Because, like, I've talked about it before, we're going with sheet vinyl in the bedrooms, just because it's cheap. It doesn't matter if it's, like, not the most durable thing in the world. I plan on getting furniture protectors and rugs to kind of, like, combat any possible damage to the floors. So I'm not too worried about it. I just need something to cover up the concrete. But sheet vinyl can't sit, or it'll develop a crease, which makes it a major bitch to install and get it to look right. But once we get those rooms empty, they should go pretty easily, because we've kind of figured out, while doing the living room and the hallway, the best ways to go about things. We had a lot of trial and error, because again, neither of us have ever renovated a house. Especially not one like this, where it seems like every time we move something, something new pops up that needs to be taken care of. And that's just like, isn't that how it goes though? Like, there's always going to be something that needs fixed. But I just need it good enough to move into. Because, like, as long as we can get the bedroom and the two spare bedrooms that are going to be our offices fixed up, we can fully move over. Like I said, the kitchen doesn't have to be completely done, and the washroom doesn't have to be completely done, because we have made do in the past. We can make do in the future. That's also, you know what, go ahead, fish. That's also stuff we can work on while we're living there. The main stuff is just making sure we have, like, a secure place to put our computers and Drew stuff for eBay, and honestly, less important, my hobby stuff. But also, you know, our bed. Like I've said before, when we first moved into the trailer, we didn't have a stove. We had a hot plate, a microwave, and a toaster oven. We also had a slow cooker, but I feel like that's been phased out by our Instant Pot now. Because, like, my Christmas gift from my mom year before last was an Instant Pot. You know what? You go on ahead. You go on ahead. It's actually kind of funny because Drew's grandma also got us an Instant Pot for that year. So it was really awkward because we had Christmas with my parents first, and then I think it was like a week or two later we met up at a park for with his grandparents or with his grandma and his aunt and his parents. Um, and it was real fun when we got to that gift and we were like, oh, we just got one of these. Either way, the point is we don't have to have like a fully functioning kitchen. We've made do without one before. But I am so ready to be moved in. One, I'm tired of paying two sets of bills, and two, I am tired of commuting back and forth to go work on the house. I would like to, be at one central location, which would also, save me gas money. That would help. Thing. I know I've said this so many times, but I'm just so ready for it to be fall. Like, I genuinely would love to be standing next to a fire right now. Although, to be fair, it's probably still way too muggy outside to enjoy a fire. Like, even if it's a little bit cooler, we're still due for rain for the next 3 days, so it's gonna be humid and uncomfortably sticky outside for the foreseeable future. And then there is still the possibility that the heat comes right back immediately. Carp and some wood and some wild bait. Cool. Oh, come on. Stay with me. I just got a treasure chest. Stay with me. I want to see what's in it. Oh, thank you. Didn't think that would actually work. It's a chicken statue. To be fair, we haven't gotten a chicken statue in a while, and you know what I realized? Something I had wanted to do this stream and completely just have not done. Hold on. I'm gonna sell all of this stuff, including the chicken statue, because I don't need a chicken statue. I'll keep the midnight carps, because why not? We can use them for crafting. But there is something I have been meaning to do this entire stream, and I keep putting it off, and I keep forgetting. So I'm going to do that real quick, and we'll go take care of it tomorrow. Got 46 artifact troves. Okay, let me put the rest of... Hold on, let me actually just drink some espresso real quick. Alright. Put the rest of those up. I'm going to go ahead and gather... Hold on. Put those guys in there for right now. I'm going to go ahead and gather some of these. I'm not going to have time to fill them up, but I can go ahead and gather them. Or rather, I might have time to fill them up as well, but I don't want to take the risk of getting them unsynced. So I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest some of them. We can get whatever I miss this, we can get whatever I miss later. We can get them refilled and all that jazz tomorrow. We do need to run to the island, because I'm pretty sure our honey is ready again, and the other half of our field is ready. Like, I'm pretty sure. And at some point, I want to go break these artifact troves open at Clint's, which we can do that pretty early in the morning. Go ahead and get them broken open. Get everything that we need sold. Okay. I'm pretty sure if I was trying to fill these up alongside harvesting them, that I would not have gotten all of them. I would have passed out before I got about halfway through this shed. So probably a good call not trying to grab all of them. Where did I have... Okay, I had them in there. Cool. Alright, let's hop in the bed real quick. See how much all that sold for. That was ancient fruit jelly, so it should be a little bit more than what we paid for, got for it last time. Because last time I'm pretty sure was strawberry jelly. Yeah, so a little bit more than we got for it last time. Okay, I was fixing to say there's no way the chicken statue is 100 gold, 110 gold. But no, there was some algae mixed in there with it. Okay. I should only need to remember to remove the two kegs. Give me my prismatic shard, please. Thank you. So I should only need to remember those next week. Wait, shit. I don't think I filled up the one outside. I don't think I filled up the indicator preserve jar. Hold on. We filled it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm gonna write myself a note to check the preserve jars on Sunday/Monday. Because it's 2 to 3 days for jelly, depending on when you put them in, and I'm not sure... Wait. No, I'm an idiot. I haven't filled up any of them. Y'all, my brain is not with it tonight. More so than usual, apparently. I haven't filled up any of them, so I don't have to write myself a note about anything. Alright, let's go ahead and fill these guys up. I also estimate that we have one ancient fruit left from the stack whenever we get done. Although I am contemplating... Hold on. What do we need to make jukeboxes again? Jukeboxes. Did I overlook you? I did, didn't I? Where are you at? Right there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the back middle one from each of these sheds, and we're gonna make a jukebox to put in each of these. I don't know what song we're gonna put in there yet. We'll find something. We could also do like the one we have on the main farm, where we just have it randomized. But that means that if we're in here late at night, or on a rainy day, or if the sound just cuts out for some reason, we will still have sound in the sheds. Which would be awesome. I do enjoy whenever I take a break because my brain doesn't know what it's doing or I'm trying to focus and I'm silent. I do enjoy having background noise. Okay, I think I've got everybody filled up in here. Pretty sure. Okay. As soon as we get done with these, I'm gonna go ahead... Actually, I might go ahead and grab 3 jukeboxes and go ahead and put them in here. Hold on, write myself a note. Jukeboxes and keg sheds. My notes are my lifeline for these games. Also, a reminder that my notes aren't just limited to the games. They're also there for if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations for things for me to try, be it games, music, food, shows, a new language to learn, any of the above. They are there. Oh, hold on. The preserve jars in here are ready to go too. I do take notes on things. I might not necessarily get around to reading or looking into everything immediately because, again, a lot going on, but I do try to double check over my list and make sure I've checked everything on there or checked out everything on there. So, that applies to those of you that listen live and to those of you who catch the VOD afterwards. Feel free to let me know any recommendations. Okay, get those put up. Prismatic shards put up. I need 3 jukeboxes. Hold on. Get those out of the way. Put the wood up. Put the wood up. Thank you. And we're gonna fill this up with more gold. Like I said, we're focusing primarily on smelting gold this stream. I'm not worried about iridium. I'm not worried about iron. Nothing. Nothing but gold. We can worry about getting iridium smelted next week. Chances are we're gonna run through what we've got pretty quickly. We've got 1 stack of it. Probably won't take us very long to go through it. Okay, what song are we gonna go for? No. Yeah, we can go with this one. Land of Green and Gold. We're gonna apply this in all the preserve jar sheds. Whenever I do one for the kegs, I'll choose a different song. Land of Green and Gold. I went past it, didn't I? Yes. It's just a nice little thing to keep it from being too quiet. Land of Green and Gold. There it is. let's head over to Clint's really quick. I'm gonna empty some stuff out of my inventory before we head over there fully. And I think we might also swing by... Yeah, we're gonna swing by the saloon as well, pick up some more salad for next week. I might pick up some more coffee, I don't know, we might hold off on that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna hold... Wait, salad. Salad, I need salad. That one I can go ahead and get because I've already got a slot for it. The coffee would take up a separate slot. Okay. We also need to swing by the dwarfs at some point and pick up more bombs for next week. Because I do need to remember it's Saturday, so when we come back, we're going to be looking to go straight to the mines. So I've got to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row. Alright, process some of these, Clint. Some elvish jewelry. Ancient drum. Prehistoric tool. Golden hieroglyph? Golden relic, okay. More jewelry. Dwarvish helm. Which we get a lot of. Same thing with the ancient drum, to be fair. Rusty spur. Arrowhead. Another dwarvish helm. The main things we're looking for are going to be pirate's treasure, pearl. Ancient fruit seed's not bad. If nothing else. Yeah, pirate treasure we've got one of. We're looking for that, pearl, and golden pumpkins. But the ancient seed, if nothing else, I can turn that into an ancient fruit seed, and we can just plant it for next summer or next spring. Jeez, we're getting a bunch of them. Go ahead and cross the processing artifact troves off my list. Hey Abel, how's your day going? More dwarvish jewelry. We're getting a bunch of that today. I need to stop speaking on it, I guess. Because I feel like I'm just summoning it into existence. Can I please get a golden pumpkin or some more valuable stuff? I mean, I'll take another pirate treasure. Or treasure chest. We are getting everything except the golden pumpkin. That's good, my dude. I think we are literally getting everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got everything on the list of things you can get from artifact troves except for the golden pumpkin. We still got one pearl and 2 treasure chests, but it's okay. Ah, you're good, my dude. Like I've said before many times, I do appreciate when you guys show up because I like talking to you, but I do understand people have lives, so it is absolutely no worries if you can't make it. Life is too short. Do what you need to do or what you want to do. There we go. And we're going to toss these guys in the shipping bin. What else did I need to do today? Crap, I have already forgotten what I was supposed to be doing today. The island. We need to go to the island. Yep, because our other half of the field is ready to go. And so is our honey. It's even shorter if you spend time doing things you don't want to do. Or not prioritizing the things that you do want to do. Take it from an old grandma like me. I spent the last, what, 10 or 12 years of my life just spending all of my time working. I'm gonna assume Drew is done streaming because I just got a pop-up that he's playing Vampiric Shadows. You know, that game that made him stay up for over 25 hours, or over 24 hours. It was actually definitely longer than that, because he was up earlier in the day before, and then he didn't go to bed until after his regular stream time. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. But, yeah, I spent the last 10 to 12 years of my life working, and pretty much only working, and I have so many regrets about things I missed out on, things I will never get back. So, do not worry about missing the stream, ever. Like, you are 100% good. Do whatever you gotta do, my dude. Oh, give me that, honey. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna start all the way at the very top. Because why not? And also, the only person I will ever be upset about being late to a stream or missing a stream is myself. The rest of y'all are 100% okay. Give me the honey. Give me the honey. No, give me the honey. Thank you. Wait, did I? No, I didn't miss something. I'm just seeing things over there. Oh, give me that. Thank you. That's another thing I kind of want to do whenever we get moved into the house is start an apiary. I don't know how well it would do because I am mildly afraid of flying, stinging insects. I've never been stung by a bee before, but I am very much allergic to wasps. And I don't want to find out if my insect allergy extends to bees as well. Like, that's not necessarily the thing. What am I doing? I don't need to check that. I've already checked that. Mr. Key had no good, quests this week. Alright. These guys are all put up and ready to go for next week. We're gonna make a quick run over to the saloon so I can get some more coffee and make some more triple shot espresso for next week. We need to go see the dwarf. Actually, I'm gonna see the dwarf first before I forget. I need bombs. Do you have bomb? It's dangerous in the mines. Give me bombs then. There we go. I feel like I just spent all of the money we've earned so far this week on bombs. But it's worth it, dang it. I could have also just taken the mine cart, can't talk, to town instead of the bus stop, but oh well. Same difference, I think. Um, if I'm bored, I like to bake bread. It gives me something to do, and the house smells amazing afterwards. Bread is actually super easy to make if you find a decent recipe. Um, and to be fair, most of the recipes I've seen online are fairly similar. Um, the only thing that you might be missing from a standard bread recipe is yeast. I don't know that everybody keeps yeast in their house. I do keep some just for that. But if I'm sad, I prefer baking cookies. Because again, you get the thing of distracting yourself. It doesn't take as much time as bread takes. Which, to be fair, bread doesn't really take that much time. But there's a lot of time for, like, proving and stuff. So there's a lot of time involved in bread making, but it's like idle time, you know? But cookies is pretty hands-on, aside from, like, letting the dough rest for 30 minutes in the fridge, minimum. To let the butter re-solidify. Um, but yeah, it's not as time consuming as baking bread is, which I don't necessarily want something super time consuming when I'm sad. But it also makes the house smell amazing, and I get a super big dopamine hit whenever I take a bite of, like, honestly, I'm chill with just like plain sugar cookies, but um chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, oatmeal raisin is really good. I think, especially if you're sad, a warm oatmeal raisin cookie straight out of the oven. Bonus points if it's fall and it's cold out. That is real love. Like, it reminds me of, I don't know, like holiday baked goods. Honestly, I highly recommend bread making. Um, let's let's go to the mountains to fish. I was having fun fishing there. Um, a lot of people seem to think it's like super difficult to make nowadays, but it's really not. And it's one of those skills that I kind of wish more people would bring back, because homemade bread, fresh homemade bread is so good. Just remember, if the recipe tells you to wait X amount of hours after it has, after you pull it out of the oven, before you cut into it, listen to them. Because it really needs that. You know what? You go ahead and do your live fish. It really does need that little bit of extra time for the my brain wants to say protein structure, but I don't think it's actually that. But for basically the structure of the crumb inside the bread to finish doing what it needs to do. And if you cut into it too soon, that could release all the pent-up steam inside of it. And it's not like gonna ruin your bread. It's just gonna change the texture a little bit from how the final outcome was gonna be. You could also do muffins. I've been contemplating baking muffins for a while now, and I just keep putting it off. Because it's been honestly kind of too hot to do any baking until today. And I'm really not doing any kind of baking today if I can avoid it. Okay. We're just gonna chill with some fishing. Athena just woke up from her nap. How you doing, Bubba? Is that a comfortable teddy bear? She's been sleeping on this giant teddy bear I've had since high school. You look so comfortable, Athena. I mean, honestly, if anybody else looked at her, they probably wouldn't think that because she's all curled up and she looks like she's scrunched into a ball. But that's how she prefers to sleep a lot of the times. If she's not trying to kick me out of the bed, at which point she fully stretched out, fully stretched out. Any other time, though, she's like curled up. Just tight little ball, basically trying to eat her own tail. I really don't know why you're sleeping on the floor either. Is it because the cats are on the bed? Yeah, it's because the cats are on the bed. Really doesn't usually stop her, though, so... Ooh, also, if you want the fun of making bread, but you also want, like, the sweet treat of cookies, make cinnamon rolls. Uh, Cats aren't for everyone. They personally provide me a lot of joy, but I get it. Not everybody's gonna enjoy cats. That's just like not everybody likes the dogs. Hmm. If I don't stop yawning, I'm gonna have to tell Drew we're not going over to the house to work on things. I'm going to bed. Nah, I'll just fix myself a cup of coffee. I'll be good. And also, he's playing his vampire game, so I don't know that he's gonna want to leave anyways. He's kind of addicted to that game. I think it was called like Vampiric Shadows or something like that. I'm not sure. I know it looks mildly anxiety-inducing to me, so, you know, probably not a game for me, but it's a game for him, so, you know what? Bye-bye, fishy. Okay, I think the next one's gonna have to be the last fish, because it's already one. Oh, goodness. Hello. Are you gonna be a zippy? No? Not that bad. Okay. Okay, never mind. Which is weird, because that was a lingcod. And those guys are usually a lot more active. Alright, just sell all of this, because I do not need them. I'm gonna go ahead and put our fishing pole up, because we're not gonna really need it too much next week, I don't think. Because this is pretty much all I've got time for tonight. Have I already pet the cat today? I guess I've already pet the cat today. But let's see how much we earned. Next week, we can focus more on getting some deep dives into Skull Cavern. I'm hoping for at least 2 deep dives into the caverns. Stockpile up some iridium. I didn't smelt any iridium that we got from our perfection statues at all this week. I focused primarily on smelting gold. And matter of fact, let me see. What was that again? Okay, okay. Forgot the treasure chests are 5,000 each. Real quick, before we end the day, I'm gonna go check something. I don't remember how many gold bars we had before we started, but we are now up to just under 500 gold bars, so that should do us pretty good. Hold on. Let me pop back to the house so we have some muffled pirate music while I ramble goodbye. There we go. I love the muffled pirate music. It's my favorite. But yeah, so like I said, next week we're going to focus on... I say next week, but you know, next week in game, it'll be... What, Tuesday? In actual time? Because we do Stardew every other day, so today's Sunday. Yeah, so Tuesday. Yeah. So we're going to actually focus on Skull Cavern. I want to like, try and get some more of the grass scythed up. I'm probably going to have to let it run down for the majority of the week, though, so that might be something we put off until the week after. But while we are doing our Skull Cavern runs and in between all of them, we're going to be smelting down the iridium we already have plus whatever we get, and we should be able to get quite a few crystallariums out of it. Maybe even enough to completely fill the shed that we've got with them currently and some more of another one, which means we should... Yeah, we should be able to get our last few sheds filled up fairly quickly if I keep following this method. I'm not entirely sure that this is the best method for getting things done, but it's keeping me sane while trying to do this billion gold challenge I've set for myself. Oh, you're good, Abel. Like I said, never worry about being late or missing. You are 100% okay. I do appreciate it when you stop by, though, and thank you for stopping by again. But yeah, let's see. Tomorrow night we have Minecraft, and we're going to be focusing on... Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. We might just go moss mining for a little bit, because I really don't feel like working on... Now, bear in mind, this is me talking as of right this moment. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel tomorrow whenever we get started. Because, you know, things change day by day. Sometimes hour by hour. But, as of right now, I'm not really feeling like doing any of our decorating or garden making or any of that stuff. So I think we're just gonna go moss mining because that's what sounds enjoyable to me at this moment. We will see what actually happens when we get into the game. But, yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow. But anyways, I stream every day at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, give or take. I'm running a little over today because I was a little late today getting here. Also, with Stardew, I don't necessarily hold... Like, we have a set time frame in-game that I'm trying to complete. Sometimes it may take longer than the 9 o'clock deadline, sometimes it may take less time, and we have recently started when it takes less time. Just showing you guys a picture of my animals, because why not? And just rambling on. Unless I've got something to do, in which case we'll go ahead and end early, but, you know, that's all subjective to time and what's going on. Anyways, on Sundays, such as today, we do a special stream at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are currently playing House Flipper on that game. We did a little run-through of the luxury DLC today. Next Sunday, we'll go through some of the HGTV DLC. I personally really enjoy those. Um, yeah. In the description, there is a link to Shiny Haunter, my fiance, and also uh, co-player in our Minecraft world. Feel free to go follow him. Like I said, he plays Minecraft with me and TFT. He also streams at 10 p. Whoa, words. He also streams at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. He's pretty great. I might be biased though, so take that with a grain of salt. But he makes me laugh, so hopefully he can make you guys laugh too. And for those of you saying I have a good voice, he has an actually good voice. But yeah. So I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I think he's doing achievement hunting tomorrow. Either way, there's no telling. We're both prone to getting distracted and finding things to get ourselves into. So there is no telling. He is also, much like I am, open to suggestions on things, so feel free to go see him. I am being stared at by a puppy. I say puppy, she's like 3 years old, but basically still a puppy. She just woke up from her nap. Ma'am? You're gonna break your tail on my filing cabinet, you know that? Anywho's, I'm gonna go before... Oh! She did it instead. I have a spinny chair, which is something I'm gonna make sure I don't get whenever I upgrade chairs, is something that she can't just push me in, because she just was slowly turning me away from the monitor. You're adorable, you know that, Athena? You are. You sweet puppy. So silly. But anyways, she's being silly. She wants to go OUT, but we'll see. It's very wet out there because we had a storm earlier today. And also she's been bad lately in trying to catch armadillos. You wouldn't even know what to do with them if you caught them, you know that? Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. And for putting up with my random ramblings about everything from reptiles and gardens to dogs and floor trim. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye.